Hey, good morning. The sun is almost shining here today, and we're sitting in the beautiful green forest yet again. One of my favorite places, and today, for a moment, it actually feels cool outside because it's only like 99% humidity in the air because it's not raining right now. We've been getting a lot of, every day it's had a chance of rain. I feel like we live in Florida where it rains every afternoon, but that's been our weather lately. All right, today's topic, it's a good one. 5 tips for homeschooling moms. And remember, I am the one that tells you things that most people don't tell you. So, these are not going to be the regular tips and tricks. They're going to be the good meat and potatoes, the things that other people don't say. So first things first, if you're watching on the YouTubes, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're watching this on Facebook or anywhere else, put a comment so I know you're here listening. I know a lot of people are just watching from the walls right now, so jump forward and say hi. Say hi so I'm not sitting here, just Dusty and I talking to ourselves. So jump in and say hi, leave comments on YouTube. And we'll begin ready to do weekly contests on YouTube for comments and sharing. So that's coming up really soon. All right, back to the 5 tips for homeschooling moms that nobody else will tell you. And I'm going to do it. I'm writing down something real quick while we're live. Okay, we're going to do this old-fashioned. I'm not the youngest mom. Probably not the oldest mom, but we're going to do this David Letterman style, the top 5. So get ready. I think it was fun. It was the best part about the Late Show. He counted down the top 10 things, and it was very fun. So coming in at number 5, you don't have to use a curriculum. You don't. Nobody says you have to use a curriculum. You don't have to use any formalized curriculum. You may make up your own curriculum. You may do your own thing. Unschooling definitely doesn't have a curriculum. You don't have to do it. And tip number 1B or 5B, if you have little kids, 2nd grade and under, play. Play and play and play. I had the statistic before. You have to see something like 300 times in order for it to stick in a connection in the brain. If you just play, the connection is created like within 20 minutes. So you decide. The 300 times you have to do the same thing, or 20 minutes of play creates the same connection. It just depends. I like things to do them the fastest as possible. All right, number 4, you choose the schedule. I also have a video about you can homeschool at night. You choose the schedule. You choose when you're going to homeschool. You decide how you're going to divide it up. You decide where you're going to homeschool. It could be on your couch. It doesn't have to be a table. It doesn't have to be a homeschool room. It could be in the middle of your bed, gathered around it as a family. All right. Tip number 3. This is the secret sauce, the golden nugget right here. It's all schooling. I know. There are other personality types that don't think that, but we're talking to Cindy, and I'm talking exactly to the people that are just like me, are beginning their journey to be just like me. It's all school. It doesn't have to be a piece of paper. It doesn't have to have a pencil. It's all school. You go to the library, that's part of your schooling. You go on a field trip, that's part of your schooling. You hang out with some friends at a park, that's part of your schooling. Go to the grocery store, you go to the bank, it's all schooling. And I'm going to tell you a story about when we were in elementary school. One of our favoriteest things that we did for a field trip. Sometimes those field trips were boring and sometimes they were fabulous. But the thing that we learned the most, and the thing that I have used the most going forward, is, here's Dusty. Say hi, Dusty. You blend in with my shirt today. Okay, buddy. You said hi. Hop back down. Is a place called Exchange City. It's where we all had a job and we were pretending we were a community. And you went around the community in the city and you did your daily activities. Like we learned how to write checks. You learned about how to balance your bank account and to fill out a bank register. You learned how to get a job. You learned how to do your job and all of the knowledge, skills, and abilities that go with that. That was fun. That is stuff that we actually use on a daily basis. So guess what? That was schooling. That was our field trip in school back then. And guess right now, every day you get the opportunity to go on a field trip with your kids. I'll give you another little nugget real quick. Talk to your kids. Talk out loud. Explain the world to them, no matter how little they are. We have another story where we met somebody at the chiropractor's office, and now they had a whole chat with him. And he was a businessman in the community. And he goes, how old is she? She's like 5 or 6, 6 or 7. I said, she's 3. She's 3 years old. She didn't sound like she's 3 years old. You know why she didn't sound like she's 3 years old? This is going to join us for the whole video, I guess. Because we talked to her like she was an adult and a human being. We use big words. The best advice somebody ever gave me was use all the synonyms. Synonyms. Synonyms are good too. Use all the synonyms. Like a street is called this. A highway is called these 3 things. And then their little brain, when it's ready, it will tell you all those words. And you'll sound like a 7-year-old when you're 3. All right, you're getting more tips than 5 here. All right, now we're down to tip number 2. Try something out, like give it a really good try, not like, oh, I spent 5 seconds on this or 1 day. Try it out for a week, try it out for 2 weeks. If it's not working, stop. Stop. Stop the dusty and stop. Stop. Stop doing something that doesn't work. Why would you want to wake up dreading what you have to do every day? Stop doing that. Stop. I heard too many people talk about that when I was a new homeschooling mom, and I must have been an old homeschooling mom in my past life because I came at it a little differently. Like, I already thought differently, so it was real easy for me to slide into the land of different. Because I ended up giving a lot of advice to people, and I was like, I'm brand new at this. But I thought differently my whole life, so it was real easy for me to do this. Like, I was like, why would you do that? Why would you keep doing that? It can't be worth the $65 or something you paid for that book or that curriculum or that something. Remember, I already went back to tip number 5. You don't have to use a curriculum. It can't be worth it. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. And you definitely don't want those memories of, Mom, remember when we did that workbook that was awful and we all hated to do it? Stop. Stop doing it. I told people at a homeschool conference, I was like, I haven't even started homeschool yet, but I'm telling you, stop doing that. All right, and tip number 1. It's an even better one than last tip. If you have a bad day, or you're not feeling it, or the kids are not feeling it, or everybody's in a bad mood, or everybody's tired, don't do school that day. Just stop. Stop and go play a board game together. Or even better tip that gives you the mama break. Put on an audiobook or a book on CD. Gonna love watching this video in the future when CDs don't exist. Get them from your library. Put it on through your DVD or Blu-ray player and play it through the speakers of your TV. And sit there for a couple hours and listen to a book. Everybody will be in a good mood. Everybody won't be mumbling and grumbling about doing school. You'll get some reading in. They'll learn some comprehension while they're at it, and they'll learn a great story. And if you need a suggestion, start with the Little House on the Prairie series for everybody, no matter how old they are. Because they're going to understand some and they're going to understand less. But it's a great book that literally puts you in their shoes. You get to talk about if you want to live back in the olden days. And the narrator of the book on CD, and I'm sure it's the audio book too, it's fabulous. And they even have some music in it. And she's just fabulous. She read it better than I could have read it, and it was worth it. Every moment. And that series is long. That series is like 7 different books, I think. And we read them in chronological order. Not how they were written, but in so we could follow along the story from beginning, middle to end. Do that. Oh my gosh. Just think how many hours you get in of reading. And you didn't even have to do it because a very fabulous person, narrator, read it for you. All right. So those are the top 5 tips for homeschooling moms. But they're really the top 5 secrets. And they're the things that people aren't going to tell you. So you want to learn more tips? You want to hang out with more people that are advocating for their children? Want more people that are looking into a different lifestyle of homeschooling? Then join us in our Heart-Centered Advocacy group. I will put the link in the comments. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.